I'm here at the headquarters of the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. This commission was started with an important founding mission of the interest of the public for safety and the environment. Some of the people inside this building have lost sight of the interest of the public instead for the interest of the industry. I traveled 400 miles from my farm where in my community, nuclear fuel service is a nuclear generation for energy and for the fuel for the nuclear navy, and has applied for a license amendment to process highly enriched uranium to 96%, which is weapons grade for the manufacturing of more nuclear bombs. The Irwin Citizen Awareness Network opposed this license amendment and requested a hearing to address their concerns of safety and public health and the environment. And this is the petition of all the pages of the public comments that were sent. I submitted my public comment on January 25th, and in response, the Nuclear Regulatory Commission intended on sending me a memorandum affirming my submission and the regulations for public comment to be received and reviewed. Instead, they accidentally leaked me the draft decision to deny our hearing. The draft decision dated January 17th, one day prior to the first public comment being received, affirmed that we had standing, that there are community members within 1 mile that are experiencing the direct impacts of the pollution from nuclear fuel service, but however, it denied our hearing. We will continue to raise our voice until we're heard. The Nuclear Regulatory Commission has a responsibility to listen to the people, and we are here to remind them of that. Chairman Hansen of the Nuclear Regulatory Commission now has the decision on his hands whether to grant this license amendment, and we are asking him to consider our concerns with an environmental assessment and an environmental impact statement that can show what is the impact of the decisions that they're making in our community and with our health. We know that the uranium isotopes from nuclear fuel service we have found in every stretch of every mile of the Nolichucky River downstream from nuclear service, as well as in the soil and in the dust and in the air and in our lungs. I have a personal connection to what happens sometimes when regulators neglect to do their jobs and protect our health. My sister was at a daycare facility decades ago where an inspector came a week prior and noted that they were understaffed and had too many kids. And she was not being watched the day when she was put in a small enclosure where all she had was blind cords that wrapped around her neck and strangled her, and she lost her life. Sometimes it's the negligence of regulators that bring trauma and pain to our lives that happen fast and rip our hearts out in a matter of one day. Sometimes it's the negligence of regulators that the violence is slow. The slow violence of uranium pollution that continues to eat away at our health. A health study published this year shows the increase in the death rate, over 40% increased cancer fatality, premature deaths, and overall deaths in Unicoi County, Tennessee, directly surrounding around nuclear fuel service. We need to know the impacts of this license amendment, and we demand that an environmental assessment is done, or an environmental impact statement is done, and we are here looking at you, Chairman Hansen, to do your job. I encourage everybody watching to join in on raising our voice to Chairman Hansen and contacting the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. Go to our website, AppalachianPeace.weebly.com, read about that campaign, click contact the NRC, and help us raise our voices to Chairman Hansen. Thank you.